Hi students, today let me introduce to you composites. Okay, so today we are going to look into an introduction to composites. So this will cover the history and introduction of composites, examples and composites in our daily life, general properties of composites, manufacturing advantages, disadvantages and limitations and uses of composites. First of all, what are composites? So, composite materials are formed by combining two or more materials that have quite different properties. The different materials work together to give the composite unique properties. But within the composite, you can easily tell the different materials apart. Maybe I can give us an example like a Munch or Kit Kat, especially Kit Kat, where we could see the wafers and chocolate. Okay, so we have two different components. Okay, so each will complement each other so that they have unique properties. But as such, KitKat is not strong, but composites are very stronger. So composite materials are engineered materials made from two or more constituent materials with significantly different physical and chemical properties which remain separate and distinct on a macroscopic level within the finished structure, just like this. Maybe I can give you as an example plywood. So, in nature, we could see a piece of wood as a composite with long fibers of cellulose held together by much weaker substances called lignin. So, this is the best example of naturally existing composite. And in history, wood is a natural composite of cellulose fibers. The most primitive man made composite materials were straw and mud combined to form bricks for building construction. And plywood is a commonly used composite material. And fiberglass, it was developed in 1940s and was the first modern composite and is still the most common. This gives very good strength to a composite. Another well-known composite is a concrete. Concrete is made by sand, gravel, cement put together. Okay, so it is a composite. So we also call it as reinforced concrete. Okay, RCC, reinforced cement concrete. Okay, the constituents, we have three constituents. Majority are the matrix and the reinforcement, and in some cases we also add some additional materials. And composites are combinations of two materials in which one of the material is called reinforcing phase. It is in the form of a fiber, sheets, particles, and is embedded in the other materials called matrix phase. So we have reinforcing phase and the matrix phase. This reinforcing material gives the strength to the composite. So they are strong with low densities, while the matrix is usually a ductile or tough material. And the components of composite material, as I told you, like we have reinforcement like fibers and matrix materials. Reinforcement fibers, it could be made of glass, carbon, organic, boron, ceramic, metallic. And the matrix materials, it could be made of polymers, metals, and ceramics. And we also add some interface like bonding and surface, etc. because they will bind both reinforcement and matrix together. And the matrix may also be called as binder. The matrix material surrounds and supports the reinforcement materials by maintaining their relative positions. The reinforcements impart their special mechanical and physical properties to enhance matrix properties. So the composites materials, we have the fibers could be glass, graphite, boron, aramids, and other fibers, and the matrix could be thermosets, thermoplastics, metals, and ceramics. So based on this only we classify the composites. And the additional material, it could be material properties unavailable from the individual constituent materials, while the wide variety of matrix and strengthening materials allow the designer of product or structure to choose an optimum combination. So based on this, we classify the composites as fiber reinforced plastics FRP, then sandwich structured composites, glass matrix composites, ceramics matrix composites CMC, carbon carbon composites, and metal composites. So based on the reinforcement and the matrix, we classify the composites. First one is metal matrix composites. This includes mixture of ceramics and metals such as cemented carbides and other ceramides, as well as aluminium or magnesium reinforced by strong high stiffness fibers. Composites, the metal matrix, the metals could be aluminium, magnesium, lead, copper. It could be aluminium with boron, aluminium, alumina, lead alumina, magnesium alumina, and silicon carbide. So instead of fibers, we'll be using graphite fiber, boron fiber, alumina fiber, silicon carbide, molybdenum, and tungsten along with the matrix. And these are all used for high engineered applications like satellite, missile, space and satellite structures, electrical contacts and bearings. Okay, so high temperature structure because they are made of metals, so they can withstand very high temperature and they are used for high temperature applications. Then ceramic matrix. Ceramics also withstand very high temperature. Okay. So ceramics matrix composites, they are least common composite matrix. Aluminum oxide and silicon carbide are the materials that can be embedded with fibers for improving properties, especially in high temperature applications. Then polymer matrix composites. Thermosetting resins are most widely used in polymer matrix composites like epoxy and polyesters are commonly mixed with fiber reinforcement. And PMC, polymer matrix composites and fiber reinforced FRP are referred to as reinforced plastics because here we are using polyset or thermoplastic. Common fibers used are glass, graphite, boron, and aramids. Aramid is otherwise known as Kevlar, and these fibers have high specific strength and specific stiffness. So this is how a FRP will look like. We have fibers that is enclosed with the polymer. These are some of FRP. And properties of reinforced plastics, they have very good, okay. So vary with the kind, shape, relative volume and orientation of the reinforcing materials and length of the fibers. So if the fiber is long, the strength will vary. If the fiber is short fiber, and how they're distributed, okay, in horizontal manner or vertical manner, all those okay, influence the strength of any composite. This is carbon-carbon composite. The strength of carbon-carbon with unidirectional reinforcement fiber is up to 700 megapascal. Carbon-carbon materials retain their properties above 2000 degrees Celsius also. The general properties of composites, they have high strength to weight ratio, lightweight, fire resistance, electrical properties. That's why we are making use of these composites in electrical and electronics mainly. Okay, chemical and weathering resistance, color, translucency, design, low thermal conductivity, and manufacturing economy. So everything is explained here. They have fire resistant, they have very good insulating materials, chemical and weather resistant property they have, and they exist in different colors, translucency. So this could be also used for transparent sheets and design flexibility. We can design in different varieties of applications. They have low thermal conductivity, so the advantages of composites are it could be used for various applications like wherever higher specific strength is required, design flexibility, corrosion resistance, low relative investment, durability, wherever all these properties of required we could use composites. And the disadvantage is that they are high cost and difficult to repair. It cannot be reshaped. Definitely, they are heterogeneous. and they're high anisotropic. We don't have uniformity, and composite materials are difficult to inspect also. Okay, November 1999, America's Cup boat Young America broke in two due to debonding phase or core and sandwich structure. Okay. Then uses of composites. We have wide variety of applications of composites in aerospace industry, transport vehicles, body, air industry. Then we also use for constructing pedestrian bridge. Then it is a trek bike which was made in 2004, only 2 pound weight. Okay. Then Swedish Navy, it is used for military purpose. It is used for military vehicles, aerospace applications, sports car, sports industry, toasting fork, bows and arrows, and they are used for dental applications mainly to make artificial tooth, bones, fiber optics, fire and water resistant applications, earthquake resistant construction materials, sports industry. For all these, we are using composites. Thank you.